All right, well, he's been there before, but he hasn't done that. This lightweight contender worked exceedingly hard to get back to a championship setting, and this may be his last title shot if he doesn't get the win tonight.
Yeah, you can't not get there twice. When you're there, you gotta win one, or you don't get the opportunity again. This guy put his head down and went right back to work from the moment he heard and still. He said that at some point, we would put the belt around his waist. He would put in the work. He would prepare. He's back here now, John, and he intends to be the champion.
And when you suffer a setback, there are two ways to go. And this man went on the right trajectory. Really good to see him get back here, and now we find out if he's got the goods to be a champ. Eddie Alvarez enters the octagon with his mind set on one thing tonight, that UFC championship belt. All right, so Islam Makhachev getting back on the proven ground here tonight, putting his undisputed UFC lightweight championship on the line. So much to love about this man's mixed martial arts acumen, his fight IQ, and you got to think it's going to take the very best out of his opponent to wrest the belt away tonight.
Anyone that hopes to beat Makhachev has to be on their game. Your wrestling's got to be on point. Your striking's got to be on point. But more than anything, you have to have a steel mind. You cannot break in front of Makhachev because he will then drown you. This guy is a champion for a reason. And as you have seen time and time again, Hasbullah joins the Dagestanis in the octagon.
Perhaps that's an X factor tonight. The great Hasbullah in the corner of Islam Makhachev. Islam Makhachev set to fight Eddie Alvarez. Our tale of the tape for this lightweight championship fight. Here once more, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC lightweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, the Underground King, Eddie Alvarez. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC lightweight champion of the world, Islam Makhachev.
Herb Dean, third party in the octagon tonight. All right, round getting underway, and we take a look at the Combat Sambo world champion and UFC lightweight contender, Islam Makhachev. What will he do in this fight? Well, oftentimes he does whatever he wants to do. Certainly he can impose his will on the ground, where his game is just so nuanced when it comes to the throws and the trips and the manipulation of joints and everything else. But on the feet, in a kickboxing setting, this man has proven elite as well. A true five-tool player who many believe by year's end could just be the king of the lightweight division.
Caught that kick there.
All right, they separate now. We'll see who can get off in space. Takedown defense holds up. So a combination of elbows now to the head. Good clinch work here by Alvarez. Double leg takedown attempt here, and that one is true. Nice job there to enter and ultimately plant his opponent on the mat.
Now what does he do? That he's gotten his best shot off, finished the attack. Where does he go now from the top position?
And now is where things could get really interesting. Oh, how good is that as he gets out?
That is great submission defense, keeping everything short and not allowing his opponent to get the submission victory.
Well, not ideal to spend this much time on the bottom, but you can't fault him for his activity. Landing strikes here from the bottom. Nice work by Islam Makhachev.
Big ground and pound.
Oh, lands with the ground and pound strike. Oh, and he locks up a triangle now. You said off the top his go-to submission looks pretty tight to me.
Oh, and if he's got you in there, then you know that you're in a lot of trouble. He's starting to shift the arm across. If he gets it across, he's going to start pulling down on the head, really getting the squeeze and trying to get the submission victory.
Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Islam Makhachev. And there it is, another strike on the ground, gets through. Oh, that's a pretty slick reversal right there.
Getting the mount here.
Not there yet, but might get the submission here shortly.
Let's go. Push, push, push. Get free.
All right, half guard now. Not a fighter you want in half guard against you. For the bottom fighter, what does he need to do?
He needs to secure his underhook. He's got to be fighting for underhook. One of the most key things you can do as a bottom fighter stuck in half guard is try to frame. You frame and push your opponent away from you. By pushing him away from you, he will then want to come back into you.
Right.
It's like when I push you back, you want to go forward. So as he comes forward, hand goes off the face, let it slip into an underhook, build up to your elbow, then go chase your single leg. This is high-level grappling, John, from a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt named Daniel Cormier.
All right, that's the end of the round as we show you some of the highlights over those 5 minutes. Really a clinic when it comes to the ground and pound.
Yeah, man, this is what you're taught. When you're learning to become a ground and pound fighter, you want to do it exactly like he did. Gain posture, have height, control hands and wrists. Land strikes, don't throw too many, throw just enough, control, throw again, control. He did it perfect.
Second round here.
Some beautiful kick lands.
All right, now connects with a right hand. Oh, great block there.
Nice strike lands.
Stuffs the takedown, no problem.
That knee hurt him.
Come on, give me the straight ones now.
Nice body kick. That was a beautiful hook. It landed perfectly, and it hurt his opponent very bad.
Oh, he might have that submission locked in. Oh, somehow, some way he got out.
These guys are back and forth, but the submission defense wins this transition.
Another submission attempt here, and this is a good one. Oh, he's in trouble here, DC.
He's got the triangle, and a lot of pressure going down on his opponent.
Oh, submission defense holds up again. Makhachev's in half guard. All right, side control now.
Oh, nice.
Side control now, and certainly I would think more offensive options for the bottom fighter than in the half guard.
Absolutely more offensive options, because now you can just start to get away. You can just go to a wrestler stand-up, get to your knees, post. Oh, he's going triangle here.
Ooh, arm triangle's in tight.
It's getting in very tight.
Well, he's in a compromising spot here, DC. You got to figure out a way to get back to your feet. Lands with the ground and pound here. Another ground and pound strike lands. Nice strike from bottom position. Most fighters will tell you offensive wrestling is the hardest, most exhausting thing.
Especially if you're just running the guy over, John, and then he just gets up.
Under a minute now to go on the round.
Hard elbows.
He cut him. He cut him. So many ground strikes landed that eventually he got him cut. got to start throwing down.
Moving his head on the ground here, avoiding a lot of these big shots. He's having his way with him here. Well, he grounded him, and now he's trying to pound him out. Great ground strikes here. Right side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks.
All right, that's the end of round number 2. All right, so that's the end of the round. Potential adversity here. He's got a cut on his cheek sustained from that strike in the round. Now the focus becomes maximizing these 60 seconds, shutting that cut and preventing it from becoming a major factor here moving forward. Well, I'm not sure the extent to which he has recovered, but we do see the end of the round. DC, talk us through the replay.
Well, he's a tough guy. He's going to make it to the stool. He's going to survive unless you put him completely out of there. Unfortunately, he's in there with a guy that does have that ability.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Here we go, third round of this championship fight. Oh, he lands another strike to the body, really starting to pile up these body shots here in the latter stages of this fight. You didn't see a lot of that in the earlier rounds, making up for lost time here.
Beautiful job by the champion.
Oh, big elbow. Missed on the right hand. Takedown defense holds up. Obvious redness on the right side of his body.
Big shot lands for both guys. Oh, nice right hand by the champ, yeah. Fighting from both sides, lands the left hand.
Just over 3 minutes to go in round 3. Very active in the clinch here and lands a beautiful shot to the head. Alvarez gets back up here. Oh, and a nice jab by him there, and that's going to give his opponent... Oh, what a connection by him there. His opponent could be out of here soon, DC.
He's almost done. I mean, when you get hit with a shot like that, you don't know whether to run, hide, grab, or wrestle. He's confused. He's as confused as he was on his first test in elementary school.
Oh, he got out. How good is that?
This guy is so aware. He never leaves anything long to allow for himself to get subbed.
Alvarez's eye is closing up. All right, half guard position here, DC. You have an extra hop in your step when you talk about fighters working out of this half guard.
Oh, man. I like half guard as a top fighter. I understand half guard as a bottom fighter. Don't want to be there. It's very dangerous. But if you are there, you have to be winning the position of the underhook. It opens up so many opportunities for you to either escape or sweep.
All right, so inside the open guard of his... Oh, arm triangle attempt now. Oh, he's got it locked in.
He's got that arm triangle deep.
Oh, he escapes.
He got out. I mean, wow, that is great submission defense.
A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. Final 30 seconds of this third round. Makhachev's got him in a crucifix now, gonna go to work from the top. Ground and pound strike there now.
Another ground and pound strike lands for this man.
Well, he lands another strike there, DC, and no surprise, the swelling only getting worse.
It's getting worse. You know, we talked about this very early, how he needed to change something. He hasn't changed it, and now the swelling is starting to get bad.
All right, so we now look back at some of the action from that previous round, DC. A lot of good highlights on both sides.
I mean, a lot of good highlights from both competitors. They both should be very proud of what they accomplished. But I'm telling you, man, I'm not sure they can keep this up. If they land at this clip for another 5 minutes, somebody's going to sleep.
You ready to fight? Ready.
We have arrived at the fourth round, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. Now his opponent's really on the ropes.
His opponent's on B Street. He's hurt so bad. I don't know what he's going to do to stay in this fight.
And this is why you pay to be in the building. Back and forth we go.
Ooh. Nice leg kick. Beautiful.
All right, full guard here, DC. What does he need to do to improve position?
Well, he's got to start to build his posture, get some damage off, move to half guard, which in turn leads to more opportunities for advancement. If you're on the bottom, you got to anticipate those movements the moment he tries to move to the next position. You build a shield, get back to your feet, or dig an underhook to try to get a reversal or a sweep.
All right, so he's got the body locked down here, DC, or so it appears. This is not a guy you want anywhere near your back. All right, he's in a half-guard position here, DC, and in a good spot to dole out a lot of damage, I would think.
A lot of damage can be done from the half guard. You sit back on that leg, you press down into your opponent, you drop elbows, you drop punches. What is very key is you controlling the underhook on the far side. If you give up that underhook, your opponent can use the half guard to build up to an elbow, sweep, or just chase down a single leg. Oh.
More hips.
2 minutes to go in the round. All right, so now blood is a factor. You see that he has been opened up in that eye area. All right, in position to go for a submission here.
He is a master of these positions.
Oh, compromising spot here. Triangle choke is locked in. Oh, submission defense on full display there.
He said that he was very aware of what this guy brought to the octagon, and it showed in that defense.
Well, not sure if he's lighter on his feet or what it is, but these last couple of rounds, he's been far more aggressive, a lot more pressure. Oh, he's really starting to light him up now. Nice. Nicely done. Oh, nice jab up top by Alvarez. Well, at this point, hard to blame him for headhunting, right? He has caused some significant swelling upstairs and continues to attack that area to great effect.
Absolutely. I mean, the guy has done a great... Oh, man, he's hurt.
Oh, big left hook there.
Oh, guillotine here.
Horn sounds for the end of round 4. All right, so there's the end of the round. He stayed committed to doing damage upstairs and landed a seminal blow in that round.
It was accumulation of those strikes. He kept hitting it over and over to the head. Eventually, he found the one that really did damage his opponent.
Well, he continues to land a high number of strikes here, just like he did in the previous round. This is a world-class display of striking here tonight. Makhachev gets the single leg takedown. Hard to win MMA fights off of your back, but these strikes are useful from the bottom. Islam Makhachev going to work here from the full guard. Nice combination of strikes, mixing it up pretty well here.
Nice shots landing from the top position. He's just being more aggressive, and because he's being more aggressive and more loose with his strikes, he's landing.
Makhachev's back in half guard. Continuing to stay busy here on the ground.
Now he's going full mount.
Nicely done. Makhachev's going for a choke here. Oh, looks like he's got that arm pinned in the triangle now. Oh, gives up on the submission now.
Well, he had it tight, John, but then he decided to keep the dominant position by giving it up.
Well, as many expected, his grappling has been very strong thus far. The takedowns, the ground control, He is truly the total package.
It's one thing to take your opponent down. It's one thing to control him, as we have seen him do over the course of this fight.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Islam Makhachev.
And another one. Another strike from the top lands for him. Beautiful jab there by the champ.
All right, right into side control. Upper body strength figures to be put to good use here.
Yes, absolutely. And you gotta be careful here.
Makhachev is able to flatten him out now. This could be real trouble now. Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation, trying to set up a choke here. Oh, look out, folks, that is tight.
It looks like it's getting going.
Oh, great submission defense. 1 minute to go in the fight. Well, he has expended a lot of energy going for these submissions tonight. I'm not sure his opponent is actually submittable.
No, it doesn't seem like it, because every time he goes for a submission, he gets close, or at least he expects to get close. But his opponent is so on his game that he's not giving him much to work with. This has been a beautiful display of grappling offensively, but also defensively.
Alvarez is right back to the full mount here. All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. Oh, and there's the final horn. We go to the scorecards. One of the greatest fights that we have seen all year. Well, what a title fight it was. What a showcase it was for this division. But at the end of the day, the champion just did a little bit more, and you got to think he gets the nod, right?
I believe it was the championship experience that allowed him to push through in those spots that he needed to in order to keep his championship. I agree with you, J.A. I think he keeps the belt.
The official decision is in. It resides with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. The judges score the contest 49-46, 50-45, and 49-46. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, and still the undisputed UFC lightweight champion of the world, Islam